day everyone, it's Aranya coming at you with the New York Times Games and Custom Connections for Friday, May 9th. I do have a few things I want to talk about, but let's go through Wordle first, and then between Wordle and Connections I'll do my bit of a spiel, okay? Alright, so our starting word today in Wordle is colon, and that's courtesy of Losh from the Wheel of Words. Let's get into it. Hopefully everyone's having a great day, and colon gets us nothing at all. Okay. Well, typically I'd go with stare, but can I do better than that? I really want to get some consonants in here. Maybe I'll just do 4 consonants and the E, like crest or shirt. Shirt, I don't know. It's not really the right vowel to use. I'd prefer A or E, but you know what? I'm feeling it. Let's go with shirt. Shirt and 2. Alright, so we have I in position, R and T out of position, which is interesting. Maybe TR at the start. TR. Trike. Triad. Triad is interesting. Doesn't necessarily have to be the gang, the triad. It could be just a group of 3, the holy triad. Is there a possible way to test a couple things like trike, tripe, triad? Could be something else too, but I think with the H gone, yeah, I think this almost has to be a TR starting, because I can't see this working anymore unless it's a plural, which it's not because there's no S. So, well, I thought of triad first, and if it's not triad, I'll try tripe, because I don't think trike's sort of just a slang for a tricycle. So let's try triad first. No, okay. Tripe. There it is in 4. Okay. Alright, I'll take it. Those 4s are getting away from the 3s. It happens. Alright, let's move on swiftly to Wheel of Names. I've added a couple words here from the comments. Randy M added barfi, which is a milk-based sweet in India. And then a new person in the comments, Killacat, added paper, towel, spill, civet, and vivid. So I may have missed some other words. I'm kind of catching up after a couple days of pre-recording. Just let me know again what your word is if I missed it, adding it to the wheel. Yeah, so let's do 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Otter by Lakia Trippert. Okay, we've been seeing a lot of Lakia recently on the wheel, so that's good. All right, let's take otter off the wheel, and that'll be our word for tomorrow. And yeah, okay, let me just switch over to connections. Now let me look at my other thing first here. Okay, so let's transition into sort of my state of the channel situation here, okay? So there's been some question about when are you releasing the videos. Sometimes your amazing word game video is at midnight, sometimes it's later. That's based on if the day before I have time to record. So I thought I'd put it on the screen here so you all can see. So New York Times Games video will always be midnight. That'll be no exception unless, you know, I have some groundbreaking family issue or I'm injured or something of that nature, okay? So most of the time it'll be midnight. I'd say 99.9% of the time, okay? Amazing word game video, it'll be released between midnight and noon. So it's not midnight or noon. It could be 9 a.m. It could be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? The New York Times Mini Crossword short is either going to be at midnight or early in the morning Eastern Standard Time. I'm finding that I'm cutting out a lot of sleep to try and stay up until 10 to get it recorded and edited and put out for midnight, when I have to get up at 6 a.m. every single morning. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm currently doing a time management course at work. I'm seeing a physiotherapist who's saying your body's always in constant stress, so you need more sleep and you need time to relax. So I'm putting that time, managing that time, and giving myself time to settle down and decompress. Plusword, it'll come out sometime during the day. I don't think there's any big rush for that. It's just something fun I like to do. The New York Times Daily Crossword, whenever I have time to do it, I'll do it, okay? I know they get decent views. It's not necessarily something that somebody needs to watch that day. If they want to watch it 3 days later and say, hey, what was the crossword on Monday? For example, today, Friday, then it's there, right? They sort of stand alone, right? The New York Times monthly bonus crossword, first half of the month, at some point in there, it's all good as far as that goes. The shorts that are taken from my amazing word game video, whenever something's cool or it's relatively short, I'll make it a short while I'm at lunch at work and throw it out into the universe, okay? And some videos may have to be done without face cam. The exception to that is New York Times game video, which will always have face cam. Because I don't have a laptop, I have a desktop. So if I have to do it on my lunch break at work on my phone, the amazing word games, that's how it's going to have to be. But if you want to see my face, you see the main video, and then who knows, the presentation might be better on my phone on amazing word games than on the computer. Who knows? All right, so in the same vein here, switching gears completely, I realize that I can't keep up with the Joneses. Okay, I can't put out as many videos as some of the other guys. I have too much else going on. Not to comment on how much they have going on, but I mean, I have 3 kids. I'm a head referee. I have a job. I have a house. I have a spouse, as well as other stuff I want to do, playing soccer. So I have a lot of things pulling me in different directions, and keeping strict deadlines of when things are being released is not the way to make me feel any less stressed. So I'm going to do my thing. I am not those other guys or girls, whoever is putting up the videos, and I don't think you're expecting me to be. So I need to give myself less expectation. I'm going to get the stuff out eventually during the day, and it doesn't have to be right at midnight, okay? I know most of my views for the New York Times games come before I even wake up at 6 a.m. Or at least a quarter of them, I'd say. So I'm not going to throw that away. But the amazing word games, I find when I wake up, the view count isn't astounding. It gets better throughout the day. So I think a later release might be better, and it might show up on more people's recommendeds if I release it a bit later in the day sometimes, okay? All right, with that all said, let's get back to connections, okay? Sorry about that, but it had to be said. All right, connections, 10-day streak, here we go. All right, yeah. So we have dim sum, product, shade, color, drape, remote, difference, contrast, faint, shutter, tint, quotient, blind, brightness, and vague. Okay. Well, being a homeowner and having to look at this kind of stuff when I moved in October, I see some window coverings in the singular, a blind, a shutter, a drape, and a shade. I don't see any other ones here. Yeah. Okay, I'm not too worried about reverse rainbow today, so let's just put this in. Window coverings in the singular. Okay. Quotient, I think, has to be something math related unless there's wordplay, which I can't see how this could be wordplayed. So quotient, a difference, a sum, and a product. These are all things you get from some sort of math equation. And I know a couple of people who are going to really like this category if this is the case. But yeah, this is something that results from a math equation. There you go. Okay, so Something can be dim, it can be faint, it could be vague, it can be remote. Just not easily seen, like it's a bit hidden, a bit fuzzy in a way, I suppose. Yeah, it's not vivid. Something like that. Okay, and then contrast, color, brightness, and tint, all related to, I guess, resolution in a way, like whether it be your computer screen, your monitor, your TV, your phone, your cell phone, just different resolution specifications, I suppose. TV display settings, okay. All right, well, are you ready? That's a bingo, bango, bongo. And I'm sure I've put Chaz on the screen, popping up, bang these bongos, so very good. That's our new graphic for reverse rainbows, okay? So you'll be seeing a lot of that on the screen if I get a lot of those. Okay. All right, let's get into custom connections. All right, so we have Will They Get There by Harv. So this is Harv's debut on the channel, so welcome again, Harv. And the words are train, public, name, hassled, left, advise, population, tutor, community, freight, vicar, worship, nimbus, inhabitants, teach, and coach. Well, teach and coach, I think, go very hand in hand, sort of to educate, I guess, in a way. Supervise, advise, you educate, you can train someone, educate them. Tutor too, oh, okay. Yeah, tutor. Okay, the inhabitants. If we're not looking at wordplay just yet, which there still could be, I suppose, will they get there? That's very vague. Inhabitants is like who lives there. Community is who lives there. The public may be who lives there, and the population may be who lives there. So whoever lives in a particular spot would be what I would choose for that. The coach, to teach, to train, to advise, to tutor. So that's overpopulated. Fright. What's that going to be? Okay, I feel pretty good about this one highlighted in black. The people who live in a particular spot. Yeah, the people. Okay. Will they get there? Vicar is interesting. Vicar. You can be a coach, you can be a vicar, you can be a tutor. This isn't advisor or trainer or teacher, so I don't think it's jobs. So I think vicar probably is not part of that. Vicar. Ends with car. Will they get there in a car? Hassled ends with hassled ends with sled. That's tricky, Harv. Okay. A car, a sled. A ship and a bus. Nimbus. That's how nimbus goes in here. Okay. All right. Yeah, these are words that end with ways to get around. There you go. So there might be two purples today, right? Because I say that is typically a purple category in the normal connections, but we're ready for something a little bit different in custom connections sometimes. All right, so yellow and purple left. So train, tutor, teach, coach, advise all go together. So name, left, and fright go with one of the other ones here. So that may be a phrase because I can't see how fright and left and name all correspond. Left field, fright night, left night, right name night, stage fright, stage name, stage left, stagecoach. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. All right, so yeah, this is just to educate, mentor. Okay, and then this is stage blank. All right, there we go. All right, awesome puzzle, Harv. I know this was your debut, and it was a great puzzle. I mean, a lot of crossover, absolutely astounding. So hopefully everyone else had a manageable time with it. And if they didn't, then you know, they'll be looking to get more from you to give it another go, right? All right, let's go to our preview of tomorrow's puzzle. It's not that, it's that. All right, so it's Ode to the Original by JLane. So JLane's been a frequent puzzle creator on our channel recently. So another offering from JLane, and we'll see what is in store for tomorrow, okay? All right, let's go to our last game of the video here, which is Strands. Let's quickly change the scene, move over ever so slightly, open it up. Perfect, it's like I know what I'm doing. All right, so our theme today is outsiders. 7 theme words. Outsiders. Like people who like to be outside, I guess. I think I see backpack here. Backpack. Backpack. I think I see tent. Camping stuff. Let's see if I get the spangram first today. Camping gear. Okay, so backpack, tent, thermos. Okay, I feel good about camping gear. All right, thermos, backpack, tent. 3 more words here. There's got to be some sort of grill. Yeah, you gotta have something to cook on. A cooler for your food. And what's last here? Oh, lantern. Yeah, you gotta have some light. No lamps out there. All right, well, very good. I'm not a frequent camper, but I mean, you can imagine being in Canada. I've been a couple times. It was actually part of my program in university. Was that we had to go on a 3-day camping trip with canoeing. So yeah, it was quite the excursion, right? I think we were on the Abitibi River. I believe that's where we ended up going, and we went north from there, and then we had to canoe back. Yeah, kind of a big deal, right? So just the joys of being in a part of the world where, you know, we have so much, you know, wooded areas and forests and stuff of that nature and rivers that we can enjoy that. So it's a blessing, and you know what? I love being in Canada. I love being Canadian, and yeah. Anyways, enough of the love to Canada here. Let me know how you did on all the puzzles today. You know, if you want to check out more word games, check out my other videos and shorts. And with that said, I'll see you around. Let me know what you think of the new schedule or the modified schedule, or just giving myself a bit of slack and cutting down on the stress. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.